Homeowners are losing value on their properties every single day, guys. Up to $336 a day. Every single day that they own a home. And I've been telling people, do not buy these houses. And listen. You don't have to listen to me, but some of you guys didn't listen, and you're on the losing end of the equity drain that is currently happening. Guys, listen, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to get into the details and data so that you guys can see how you dodged a bullet. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you check in that description and in the pinned comment. I have a newsletter that will give you tremendous value. Yes, and it's free. You can't beat that. Let's jump into it, guys. It says new homeowners are bleeding money on their homes. Where have we heard this before? I tried to let you guys know, and I know. You guys are like,
Orlando, yeah, you did tell us, but I wanted that new home. I wanted the backyard. I didn't care if I was overpaying. I didn't care if it was the highest interest rate. I didn't care that if taxes were gonna go up. I didn't care about any of the red flags. I just wanted my new home, and I didn't care the price I paid for it. What?
And I would say, yeah, this is what you get when that happens. You're going to put yourself in a situation where you're losing equity every single day. In the first couple of pandemic years, buyers swarmed the housing market to seize record low mortgage rates with little regard to home prices. Many of them are now realizing that they may have bought a pig in a poke. Watch my videos. I've said it so many times, guys. What do we care about over here? We care about home prices, affordability.
Yeah, damn right.
Home prices need to come down. Who cares about the interest rate? But this is what happens when interest rates are low. No one cares about the home price. Everybody cares about how much monthly they're gonna have to pay.
Some of the people in here are really messed up.
Not realizing that the monthly pay is associated with property taxes and insurance. That's how most people have their mortgages. They're all rolled up into one, and now people are seeing property taxes and insurance are going through the roof, with their value dropping lower on top of that. So imagine this. You overpaid on a house $100,000. Not only are you losing the $100,000 that you overpaid, you are now paying more in expenses on top of that. So you're burning the candle at both ends. You're getting ate up on expenses and you're losing money at the same time. Only if someone would have forewarned you. Oh, man, who was that? I don't know. Many recently bought homes, particularly in the hottest regions, are in deep red. On average, single-family homeowners have been shedding $223 in property value every day since they've bought their homes last year.
Orlando, $223 a day? Man, that's pocket change.
Are you sure about that?
Let's do the math on this, right? $223 a day. And let's do that over a year. That comes to $81,395. Let's round that. $81,400.
You my hat say? You can't wear a hat like this. You broke? I'm too rich. Hold on, man.
Are you kidding me? That you're gonna lose in value since you bought it last year? No one wants to lose $81,000. This is the reason why it's so important to understand your finances so that you don't end up in a situation where you lose $81,000 in equity. That is insane. That $100,000 that you overpaid, it's gone in a year. And this is what I'm saying when it's a domino effect, guys. It's a domino effect when you have demand as low as it is. Demand is crazy. And that's the reason why I was able to tell you guys, hey, look, this probably isn't the best time for you to buy a home. Not because, I could tell the future and all. It's super practical. If it's super expensive to buy a home, not only on the price, not only on the interest rate, not only in everything else going up, demand is gonna drop. And when demand drops, what's going to happen to prices? They have to come down because nobody wants the good. It's as simple as that. You know what everybody was saying previously before? All the real estate agents and all the pundits were saying,
Hey, it's supply and demand, Orlando.
But now you can flip that back on them and say, it's supply and demand, right? The inventory is now going up because the demand is down. So what's going to happen to prices? That's right. They're gonna come down in price. Condo owners are faring even worse, losing up to $336 a day in San Francisco, or a stunning $122,500 a year. And listen, guys, I think it was my first video, one of my first videos on the housing market where I told you guys, beware, okay, of condos. You know how many emails I get every other day saying,
Condo for sale, condo for sale. Orlando, will you buy my condo? Orlando, will you pay market value?
I wouldn't touch a condo with a 10-foot pole. You know why? Condos are the first thing to get demolished, and everybody knows it. Not only can we now see prices dropping, and it's not even close to being at the bottom. And here's the thing, guys. I just want to give you just a really short explanation of why condos are bad. Condos are bad because you only can market towards, there's only a certain type of individual who wants to live in a condo. Fact. The condos normally are in the middle of the city, on the beach, something like that, right? They're in an area where the hustle and bustle is. And normally those individuals who want to live in those areas are younger people, right? But younger people don't have $500,000 for a condo. So you're now marketing to someone who's older. So when you market to someone who's older, does a person who has a family, someone who has kids, normally want to stay in a condo? Probably not. It's probably someone who's older, who doesn't want a yard, who doesn't want any type of cleanup. And that is a small group of individuals. And so the demand, again, is down for condos, not only because of the group of individuals that you're trying to sell to, but the values are tanking. So who wants to be in that predicament? Soon, guys, in Florida, California, all of these areas, Boston, New York, where they have tons and tons of condos, it's gonna be a fire sale. It's gonna be a fire sale. Haven't we seen this in 2008? The time before that? Condos will be on fire sale. It's just the way it is. This double blow market means that the most newly minted owners were first hit by the highest home prices in history, only to be cut off from building wealth by the current falling prices. Did you hear what this analyst just said? He said that individuals were buying at the highest point, only to be cut off by prices dropping currently right now to where they can't build wealth. The way that these individuals got into the homes are they did a strategy.
Now it's getting interesting.
And this strategy that they did, it's called overpaying. Now, I just want you guys to know, it's not a very good strategy when it comes to building wealth. It kind of says it in the name. You know, when you overpay for something, you probably won't gain wealth from it initially, right? What happens when all of the overpayment that you paid into it is depleted and now it's starting to eat into the actual market value of it? Does it really matter at that point? It doesn't, because you lost $100,000 already. But, you know, I did a video on that months and months ago where I talked about it's going to take 13 years for someone who loses tons of value, $100,000 in value. It's going to take them 13 and a half years to get that money back. Let it be known that using the strategy of overpaying for an item, the biggest asset of your life, is not a good strategy for you to build wealth. I mean, I know it sounds like common sense. Come on. I know you guys are like, come on, Orlando. Everybody knows that. Well, not these guys who bought these homes for 100, 150, 200, even the people who paid 40, 50,000. They're in the hole right now. Now, they did get advice from real estate agents and everybody else saying
Prices will go up 10, 20, 30% like they did previously. So you have nothing to be worried about.
they did tell those individuals, hey, I just want you to know that if you don't buy right now, you're going to be missing on the greatest wealth creation time in history ever. You're going to miss the opportunity. But the question is, can you go back to those real estate agents? Can you go back to those guys and say,
Mr. Real Estate Agent, I just lost $80,000.
Hell no, man. What the
No, you can't go back to these guys. You know why? Because a lot of these real estate agents have left the industry. You can't call Susie because Susie's went back being a dental assistant. Susie is now a secretary, went back to her regular job. She's no longer a real estate agent. A lot of these guys have left the industry. They've made their commission from you, and you will no longer be able to contact these guys. There's no accounting tricks. There's no real estate tricks that's going to save you from a house that has lost value. If you have to sell right now and you've lost value, you have to eat the loss. So what does this mean for homeowners? Folks who shelled out plenty of cash last year to secure their deals are now grappling with depreciating property values, which means it's harder to build equity. Well, really? I mean, it has to be said, right? But it's pretty common sense. If you're losing value on your home, of course it's going to be harder to add equity or add value to your home because you're losing value. They kind of break apart from each other, right? And then it says, and if they want to sell in today's market, they risk reaping less for their homes than what they paid for them. Zillow reports new buyers won't sell at a profit until they've spent over a decade in their homes. But Zillow wasn't telling you that earlier. Zillow was telling you.
Our forecast is we're gonna see homes go up 3, 4, 10% the next year. Don't worry, guys. Keep buying from our agents.
Now they're telling you.
We made a mistake here, guys. If you haven't seen the news lately, things didn't go the way that we thought that they were, and you have to be in your home for 10 years. So I know you bought your home because you had a remote job, and now you're being called back to the office, and you're 100 miles away. Now you have to move, but yeah, sorry. Nothing we can do.
Excuse me, what?
And then in another report, Redfin jumped in and said it estimates that more than 3% of homes sold at a loss between August and October this year. That's crazy because they didn't say that last year. It's crazy. Now everybody's jumping on the housing market. It's not doing this. It's not doing good. It's on life support, guys. The way that this housing market is going, I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you to buy a home now. And they're doing it in the wintertime. Now this news is coming out. When I've been reporting on this for years, for at least a year and a half, I've been telling you guys, hey guys, look what's coming. The writing's on the wall. And these guys are now in the winter of 2023, at the very end of it, in the season where they're no longer making money, they're coming out and saying,
more than 3% of homes are losing money.
The median amount was recorded at around $40,000, although some property losses up to 6-figure in sales. Now, here's the question, guys. With all seriousness, do you want to be an individual who puts their biggest asset at risk to lose any of this money? Do you want to be the guy who loses 40? Which is what they're saying is small potatoes when someone has lost 100,000. Do you want to be in that category at all? Who wants to lose on an asset that is supposed to appreciate? Who wants to overpay for something and then lose that money? No one. And this is the reason why I make these videos, and it's so important for you to read in between the lines. Look at unemployment, what's happening with your job. Look at what's happening in your area. Sit on the sidelines with a purpose. Do not overpay. Sounds easy. It sounds like common sense. Do not overpay. But I have to say it over and over and over again. Do not overpay. A lot of you guys won't overpay for soda or fast food items. So why would you overpay for the biggest purchase of your life? It makes no sense. It's only gonna get worse before it gets better. So I hope you got value out of this content, guys. I need you to watch this video here. Yes, it will help you. It will help you understand what's going on with this housing market, financial news, get into your first real property. The information you will get out of it will be gold. I promise. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.